Hey kids, welcome to BeKids today. It's so good to hang out with you guys. I'm Pastor Grant and I just want to share one of my childhood favourite toys with you guys and how to make it. Some things that you are going to need to make this. It's a cotton reel, some rubber bands. You can use different sizes, maybe even a giant one, who knows. You might need some matches or a toothpick or a wooden skewer or something like that. If you can't find one of those, you could probably even use a stick from the back garden. You might need a candle or two. You can use these little tea lights, or you can get a big candle and chop a piece off. But if you're using a knife, make sure you get a responsible adult to help you. You might also need something to help you put a hole in the candle. I've got a screwdriver, but you could use a skewer or something else like that. And once again, if you need help, get a responsible adult to help you. So how do we build this, and what are we building? Well, we're going to build a cotton reel tractor. It's not the fastest toy in the world, but it is something fun, and you can experiment and see if you can make it go faster or how far you can make it go. When I was a kid, I used to build these with my brother, and we used to have races. Who could get their cotton reel tractor the furthest, or who could make it go the fastest. But because it's a cotton reel, it slips really easy. So if you make it go too fast, it won't go very far. So get your cotton reel and get your candle. We'll take the candle out of the tea light holder, and because it's a tea light, you can pull the little wax out. You won't need that bit, so throw that away. Now that hole is only really little, so I'm going to get my screwdriver and make it just a little bit bigger. You can just twist it through. It might be a good idea to have a board or something so that you can make a mess on it and not make a mess on Mum's carpet or her good dining room table. Right, now I've got a hole in the candle. That's a good start. I need a rubber band, and because this is a small cotton reel, I'm using a small rubber band. And I'm also going to use my screwdriver to help me get my rubber band through the cotton reel. This is the trickiest part because you have to get the rubber band through. I'm going to get one matchstick and put it through this end. And on the other end, I need to thread it through my candle as well. So if I hold it, I can thread it through very carefully. Ooh, it's a bit tricky. Maybe I can use my screwdriver again just to help me a little bit more. Come on out. Oh dear, here it is. Got him. And I need another fresh matchstick on this end and thread it through that end. And then I can let it go. Now I've got a matchstick at both ends holding my rubber band through the middle. This long matchstick on this end without the candle, I'm going to break it off so it's smaller than the inside of the cotton reel. And I'm going to get a little bit of tape. Sometimes you don't need the tape, but sometimes you do. You'll have to experiment to see whether you do on your cotton reel. Just a little bit to tape that matchstick in place so it can't move. Now I'm going to wind this matchstick around and around lots and lots of times. The more you wind it, the more spinny it will become. But because there's a candle on the end, it doesn't turn back very fast. See how slow that is? So we'll wind it up more and more. If you wind it too much, you might have trouble. And then it's time to let it go. See what I mean? It's not the fastest toy, and sometimes it might even stop, but that's okay. You need to experiment to see what you need to do to make it work better. Sometimes you might get your candle and your knife and make your candle a little bit smaller. What will that do to it? What do you think? Will that help it go faster? It will make a mess, that's for sure. Now I've lost my rubber band again. I need to rethread it. Here we go again. See if we can do it again. We'll put it through the candle first this time, just to be a bit trickier. Come on, here we go. I've got one end, hook it on my finger, and I'll hook the other end on my other finger. That was a bit tricky. Small matchstick at this end. Big matchstick at this end. There we go. Wonder if I leave the tape off today, see what happens. Wind it up. See if it will work quicker this time. Whoop. Very slow. There he goes. Topsy-turvy. But I want to challenge you kids. I want to see what you can do. So if you've got a cotton reel, you can maybe make one at home. Experiment with different size rubber bands or even different size cotton reels. What do you think? We should try this big one? I'm going to cheat and try this big one. Let's see what this big one will do. Oh, get that out of there. And I'm not going to use matchsticks for this one. I'm going to use my screwdriver because that will hold it in place nice and securely. And I've got a big skewer for my big cotton reel racer. And we'll see what happens with this one. This one should go a little bit faster. There you go, kids. If you make a video and you get some parents to help you, you can maybe throw it up as a comment on our BeKids Facebook page. Great to have you today, and we'll see you again next time.